Wow. What up, YouTube? It's your man, Beefy Bag Guns. We out here! Woo! Breathe it in. Wow, I made that morel video like 5 weeks ago, and this is still Wisconsin. And this is the northern part of Zone 5. The calendar says April. Youch. This is hurting. Not like we aren't trying things in the garden. We can create spring though. So we got plants started. So there's lettuces planted underneath there. There's green stuff planted underneath there. If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not feeling good right now in terms of like how I'm eating. And we had some time, about 10 days there, a couple weeks ago now, that was really nice. And the ground thawed out and we had rain come in, and so I'm like, I'm throwing in lettuce seed. I'm starting the cold weather stuff. Basically all I had to do was throw that seed in the ground, and the next weather forecast I looked at, low 20s for a long time and 17 one night, and I don't know. The seeds definitely froze in the ground after they got rained in really nice and perfect, but they didn't emerge at all. So that's an experiment. We're working on this. So here's the thing, we're almost like rationing lettuce right now because it costs so much money. Once we get this garden going, and now we're gonna, hey, keep up with it. That's our goal this year. Our number one goal for our garden this year is to keep up eating lettuces, eat the salad that we make every day. There'll be enough for a salad every day once it gets going. So really stay after this part of the garden. The point is that there's hundreds of dollars of lettuce once you're farming it out. Once you got the plants up and they're big and you're working on them every night, you go to the store and it's hundreds of dollars worth of lettuce. You eat a big salad, it's, between two people, it's one bag of lettuce. And if you're paying for $4, $5, some of them, it's a real money saver, just in the greens alone. We're out here working on this one, that's for sure. Trying to protect what's been done already. If it doesn't work out, we'll start again. But we're trying. Greens, Wisco style. Look at it frickin' snow though. Go away, winter, you're drunk. April's been a weird month for me. Been sick a couple times. Trying to stay involved in everything going on. I started my transplanting. I didn't finish it. And what we got now is a whole bunch of plants that are dying for a transplant. The transplant's gonna make things more complicated for me. I don't have enough lights to run all these plants out. That's probably part of why I've been hesitant to do this, but we got to give these things more space. The time is now. So all we got here is a little 3.5 by 3.5. Maybe it's 3 by 3 plastic container filled up to the top with topsoil, and then go over it with some water, get it good and wet down. We're gonna take 2 fingers, dip them. You're not going super deep here. You're not trying to bury the stem as much with, it's okay to do it a little, but you can't bury a lot of the stem on the peppers. We're going over. Popping out a whole rip. You can see you got the whole plant ball there. Get it in. Give it a little bit of a smush, and then pinch it. You got to pinch it down over. I have a tendency to feel like if it's leaning one way or the other, that you probably have a little bit of more of a tighter side, that side that would be pushing it away. So it's probably good to get in there and get it popped up straight by pinching down on the other side and kind of popping it up the other way. That's a pepper plant, sweet pepper. It's really an overhead saver. I went down to the Home Depot the other day. They were charging $5 a crack this year for tomato plants. They want us to be dedicated to them only. If you're asking me how I'm fighting back against corporate America, you're looking at it. all our farms are corporate. So what, we're gonna be getting freaking salmonella in our food because these guys had a bad day on their job or whatever in these huge factories? Not me. Thank you very much. But we're also riding the lightning out here. I just uncovered my greens garden. Phew. It is on fire over there, and it gets me all kinds of fired up. I've been meaning to get a video out for a while. I've been sabotaged. It's been really cold for all of April, and now 1 week into the beginning of May, and it's just straight up summer, and I'm like sweating out here. So the garden has been weird. I'd be flat out lying to you if I said that all the other things that I do with the fish and the hunting, I mean, you can have good days and come out ahead financially on something like that, but not most of the time. Growing a garden is a great way to save real money and eat real healthy simultaneously. So now that you've seen the garden struggling, now you get to see the cold weather crop in full bloom, and actually we're shading it already because it goes from 40 degrees for highs every day to 90 degrees for highs, and that happens in 1 week around here these days, and it happens every year like that. Here's the cold weather greens we got going. So it's May 10 today, and there's all our spinach. We're definitely going to come out and start cutting that, make a salad out of that. We're thrilled about the spinach. We're really honestly concerned that it's going to get too hot for it here now. Here's our lettuces. We didn't get the row in the middle to come up very well, and I don't know what happened there. We must have planted them too deep. It's okay. We got a lot of nice heads of lettuce coming in here. There's going to be a lot of lettuce once we get into that. Swiss chard is more heat resistant than the other two things we've been talking about, and so while it took a little longer to get going, you can really see it putting on second leaves now. And those get real big, and so you can take just a few chard leaves and have a pretty nice sized salad out of it. I'm not going to keep these in full sun very long. It's just too hot out here for them. I don't want them to get killed before they even get started. We're definitely watering this stuff every day right now. So come along with me this year, guys. We got a ton of stuff to work on together. The plants are working. These are the pepper plants that I transplanted there. I know what I'm doing. We got all kinds of work to do here yet. It's been so hot that we haven't even tried to put these plants outside yet. It finally got warm enough to put the plants outside, and then it's too hot right away. We have not even tried to harden off any of these plants yet. We got so far to go. My garden has all kinds of cool stuff going on in it. I mean, look at these green onions. I got those growing in an old cooler. You say old plastic shelves. I say shading brackets. I better water. But yes, there's so much to do. I'm gonna bring you along with me. We aren't breaking any land speed records here, that's for sure. There's a lot more that I wish I had done. We got this garden this year. We got another 1,000 square foot one that we've been brought in to help with. It's gonna be a banging year in the garden. Come along with me. Let's eat healthy. Let's be happy. Spend some time relaxing in the garden. Hell, maybe we can even teach each other some stuff along the way. We out here. And I'll catch you on the next one.